I guess we can start off with Tyreek Hill making the news because it looks like his wife is filing divorce after this latest domestic violence incident. Well, no violence. It was just...
It's an incident.
Yeah, I guess you could say it was an incident. Now, I read the actual incident of what happened, and I thought it was a little bit overblown. But
Tyreek Hill was involved in a domestic dispute, and the case is already closed. But here's what happened. The Sunny Isles Police Department received a phone call from Tyreek Hill's wife's mother, and she claimed that Tyreek and her daughter got into an argument where Tyreek smashed a computer on the floor and grabbed his baby daughter from his wife's arms. And that this argument started because she said that Tyreek wasn't involved enough in their daughter's life. 2 years ago, Tyreek Hill filed for divorce, but he claimed it was a mistake. But now it appears they're actually getting divorced.
maybe it's a sign of a bigger thing. So looks like this happened, what was it, Thursday or Wednesday? But it looks like the police were called to the location of Tyreek Hill, and it looks like she filed for a divorce a day after the domestic dispute happened. So the police were called to Tyreek Hill's condo. Allegedly, him and his wife were having an argument, and somebody called after he threw a laptop on the ground. And as an IT guy, man, let me say that must hurt.
That was an expensive ass.
Throwing other, because an NFL player ain't getting the lower end model from Best Buy. They getting the top high end laptop. So when he get mad and threw that shit,
probably like $4,000-$5,000.
oh yeah, he could edit high definition video on that. So after that, I guess a third party called for the police, and the police came. They looked around, investigated. There was no violence to the note. Only thing that happened was just a thrown laptop. So the police left. There was no incident. The NFL is not investigating it or anything.
The police gonna be real careful about his ass.
Yeah,
because he already gonna get a lawsuit from the Miami police on what happened. Last
year. So it basically said the argument started. They were talking about a couples therapy session, and they were saying he wasn't spending enough time with his daughter, and that led to the argument. And you could see on camera, there was some video of the actual argument. You could see him and his wife going back and forth on the deck, I guess outside of the condo, and he was holding his baby. And that was it. Nothing happened, but I guess it was enough for his wife to file for divorce. So, I mean,
She was just
shocked.
waiting to take some of his money.
Yeah.
The opportunity presented itself. Here it is, and boop, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah,
Payday.
so they were on the balcony of the 35th floor, so that's where it happened.
Somebody saw see, that's why I said my nosy. That he on the 35th floor, and somebody third person saw that shit, filmed it, and called the goddamn police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always got some nosy ass.
Lived in a very nice condo.
Affluent
Nigga, you supposed
neighborhood.
to be at your damn house. You had a house that burnt down a couple years ago, nigga. You supposed to be at a house already. What you doing in a damn condo? You wasting money.
A fire broke out.
You already complaining about you ain't got no money on no contract. You want out of Miami. So you instead of you get the insurance, fix your house up that got burnt a couple years ago. You in a 35th floor condo. You spending too much damn money. And you in Florida.
But that sounds like every athlete though. Like most athletes, they be spending not knowing that
he ain't got no damn businesses. That's why he crying about he ain't got no damn money. He ain't got no business. He blowing that money. How many kids he got? 11?
Yeah.
11 goddamn kids. Nigga.
Okay, it was actually his wife's mom that called the police, so she must have been in the condo.
Okay.
So it wasn't the third party.
Oh yeah,
the third party was
her. Okay.
They both got you then.
Yeah.
Mom, we good. Let's go.
Yeah. Mom's gonna get some of that money.
let's
So
get that
Mom, we good. Let's
she
go.
was like, "Let me call 911 just to have a record that some shit went left."
Right.
So when we get this divorce, I can bring up that phone that time the police came.
Look,
out.
you notice you ain't hear nothing about him cheating on nobody.
Nope.
You see
No
what I'm saying?
cheating, no nothing.
So you want to divorce me because I wasn't spending enough time with my kid. So I'm trying to worry
Likely.
about getting another goddamn contract so
More
we can
than
eat.
likely, he's in it for love. He has 11 kids. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he got-
saying?
he gotta spread out.
He's probably over. He's probably like, I'm gonna lock down with this one. I got her married, and she was probably in it for a check. She was waiting for the right opportunity to come, and which is this, and then she can get away with some of his money. That's how it looks to me.
So that's
I could
why.
be wrong.
So again, do we blame Cam for doing what he doing? It's always gonna keep coming back. When I keep hearing he's intentionally creating broken homes. If you can't reach back down,
You don't have to get them pregnant.
No, I'm just saying you can't. Look. We just forming. You can't reach back down with a regular chick.
But if she ain't got no baby by you or pregnant by you, what can she really do if you stop her?
Yeah, but
once she has your kids, she's on you.
That's again. I got what you're saying, but we talking about you. We talking about like Zion and Ant and them got to use better. They be getting trapped off with these that use better judgment. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got incident Edwards. She's in that circle. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing about it is what is all coming back to. It's just like you are a popular kid and you got all these girls after you. And you have an opportunity to pick anyone.
What happened to the celebrities dating celebrities? Let me with somebody who got something to lose.
So that's why I said Jaden Daniels with Juju Watson. That's why I said Jaden Daniels and Juju Watson would have been perfect because we got two people.
Mom got a vet Juju too.
She
but see, this
Mom
is
was
look.
just vetted.
I got
Mom
you.
don't want no weak-kneed grandbabies.
But there ain't nothing weak about Juju. Juju ain't trying to get pregnant. She only had a sophomore season. Let's get that straight. You feel what I'm saying?
Happen.
And she's one of the high. And she's
now,
one.
what if her knee don't heal back up? And
we ain't talking that because even if that happened, the money that she done made, the 2 seasons that she has since NIL has done, she's the highest paid college player right now. So she got enough money that she got generational money right now that she can flip and go into business and be good.
That's why I say celebrities need to deal with celebrities.
In that situation,
somebody who got money and can lose just like me.
Right, exactly. In that situation, reason why I said it would have been a safer bet with Juju because she's at the top of her game and she hasn't even she's at the top of her game and she still got 2 years left. And on top of that, by the time she leaves out and comes in the WNBA, she's going to be the next best thing.
I can tell you this now. Jaden Daniels is not going to have these problems that these other athletes are having. I can tell you that
mom on that.
His mom is not going to let him
not playing.
And every time one of these things happen that
she gonna
make the news and stuff, I bet you she stick that news report
she gonna
right
put it
in his face.
Boo. This is what we ain't doing.
This is what we are not doing.
But Juju gotta be vetted too, because Jaden got money too.
Like, I mean, it's the same way with your boy. He gotta be vetted too, because Juju got both of her parents in her life.
But I'm the guy who says, if I got money, you gotta have money because we both gotta have something to lose.
She got money too.
But we're talking about Aunt Zion and them.
See, they fucking with chicks that ain't got nothing to lose.
Like, they both got fathers in their life. So
right.
You know, you need.
They don't have nothing to lose. They just gold digging hoes. That's all.
Quit dealing with these gold diggers and go deal with some women who got something to lose.
But see, that's crazy though. But see, the thing about it is what makes it hard for a man is because they practically throwing you the draws before you even say hello. You feel what I'm saying? So let it be what they say today, that she's a baddie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the ultimate temptation at your hand.
When I look at my
and you 21.
When I look at my bank account, and that's another thing. Like, these kids got to be a little bit smarter. Like, we can't keep giving them the excuse that they're young because they're getting more and more money.
But
the younger they are.
But the thing about it is, we talking about young boys coming from poverty, and you go from a dire situation into you got boatloads of money. You feel what I'm saying? And the contract, your first contract you made, if you never play no more basketball the rest of your life, you good.
If your agent ain't knocking you off, one of the chicks is knocking you off. You got to be more. That's like I say with the agent, you got to be responsible who you get as an agent, because you know agents will try to rob you. You got to be more responsible with who you deal with as a female, because like we see, these women are out here, the baddies or the IG models, all this stuff, and these guys, and like you say, you're a young man, but you still have to, especially when you have this money, you have to instill some type of discipline in yourself. Because you're not going to have this type of money forever. True. Your career is only 5-10 years.
Well, like I said, in this situation with the Supermax contract these guys get, you know, they getting over north like $100 and something million. Like,
and you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chicks pregnant, but you got to bust that down.
I mean, even if you take it from his like $1,000 a day or $1,000 or $5,000 a month, they have enough money that even if they pay all however many kids to the 18, they straight. The only way they don't, if you got a house here, house there, because the thing about it is when you at that top tier, money flies by fast based off because you have the ability to buy. NBA, baseball players, they eating.
Yeah.
Now, I understand if you're NFL because you just got that one big contract, maybe two. Other than that, it's a wrap. And all you getting all on your signing bonus.
And these young boys, with the exception of Ja, because I ain't heard nothing about Ja. It's just Ja with the guns and, you know, him being, but I don't know, Ja got kids? Or if he does.
Yeah, he do. He said his daughter. I remember.
Yeah, he does
he
got a daughter,
daughter.
but he don't be, you know, from my knowledge.
Nah,
he
he's
be
not.
out there.
You don't hear nothing about
Ja on
But
that
if you
tip.
look at it though, you really look at it though, he like a little kid. So I'm just saying. I mean, you know, what John was 6? He's over 6 feet, right?
Might be
6'1",
Maybe.
yeah, 6'2".
Okay. So
Maybe.
he's 6'7".
They
6'8".
just gotta shoot something. If it ain't a gun, it's another. They gotta bust that. Yeah.